A black woman who referred to herself as Reformed Republican went on Twitter to say that she has completely abandoned and left the Democratic Party. She no longer identifies as a liberal and has been persecuted by her own family as a result. Now, here's a photo of a Reformed Republican. I don't know what her real name is, don't want to share her real name even if I did know what it was. But here's what she had written on social media. She said, "I will not hide any longer. The left has made us feel as if us black Republicans should hide, but not anymore. Hashtag blacks for Trump, walk away, MAGA, you get the picture." Then after she got a pretty large response from conservatives who support Trump, she said, "Thank you all so much for your overwhelming support. After seeing this tweet, my parents cut me off and refused to pay my university tuition. So if you can find it in your hearts to help this young black Republican pay for school, it would be appreciated." So she set up a GoFundMe page and she raised $150,000. Except she is not a Reformed Republican. In fact, she does not support Trump and got caught. And the GoFundMe page was taken down. The money was returned. But when she was
oh, I hope not. I don't.
Well, hold on. So when she was criticized for it, her response was, "Hot take, stealing from Republicans isn't bad because Republicans aren't people." Okay, so look, here's what I'm gonna say. Stealing money from people is wrong, and you shouldn't do it, right? But for those who are really upset that this woman defrauded Trump supporters, are those Trump supporters upset that Trump defrauded people who gave money to the Trump Foundation? Because that's exactly what happened. Trump is being investigated in the state of New York for using his own charitable foundation to enrich himself. He used money from that foundation to pay his own settlements. He used it to buy a giant portrait of himself. I mean, that's exactly what he did. These are people who donated money to him, to his charitable foundation, and he misused those funds. So, I mean, are you really gonna get mad at her when she's just doing the exact same thing that Trump did?
No, he did way worse. And you didn't even get to Trump University. He had to pay a $25 million fine for defrauding people with Trump University because it ain't a real university. They gave him absolutely nothing. They just robbed people left and right. In her case, look, the tweets, of course, over the top. But I think what she did is hilarious. JR and I have been talking about this for a long time. Republicans are suckers. All you gotta do is tell them you hate the same people that they hate. They'll give you anything, right? And so I told you from day one, hashtag walk away. Nonsense, there's no numbers or polling to indicate that there's a large number of people leaving the Democratic Party and all of a sudden becoming Republicans because of Trump. In fact, the polling indicates the exact opposite. These are all mirages, they're all BS things cooked up online by people who then get money paid from Republican donors, and they go, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe how many people we convinced to become Republicans. Sheldon Adelson, give me more money," right? And then when Candace Owens did Blexit, and she did the shirts, and it turned into a disaster. And Kanye West started taking his medication again, and then is no longer a conservative or whatever the hell he's thinking these days, and it became a big controversy. Blexit, how many shirts did you sell with Blexit on it? African Americans should support Trump according to one poll of 3%. The highest I've seen in any reputable polls, 10%. How many possible Blexit shirts could there be? The black people aren't gonna buy them, and are white people buying Blexit shirts? Like, well, I want black people to exit the Democratic Party. I'm not black. Can you wear a Blexit shirt if you're not black? I don't know, right? So all of this is total figment of their imagination. So she came in. I don't think what she did was wrong.
What she did was wrong. Yes,
I don't agree.
She did.
Let her keep it. Let her keep it. No, look, they gave the money because they felt good about a black person actually supporting them against other black people. And so if she helped them, why do you buy a lottery ticket? You think you're gonna win? No, you do it because you're buying hope, and it makes you feel good for a small amount of time. That made them feel good. Hey, a black person who we can get to hate other black people. That made them feel good. They got their money's worth.
Look, Cenk,
they got what they paid for.
Okay, look, I get the point you're making, right? But we can't give anyone a green light or a pass for lying to people to raise funds or money. Like, that's not okay. Look,
unless they're Republicans.
Look, I get what you're saying because as I read it, I was also amused, but I also understand this is wrong.
Deeply amused. I love what she did.
It's not right.
She should keep it. She should keep it. Now, should you lie to people to raise money? Absolutely not. Okay. except this case.
Oh, come on. All right, well, we disagree on that. But I do thank her for giving me an amusing story to lighten up this show today.
Yeah, no, look, a fool and his money are easily separated, especially if they're Republicans. And so you gave for hate and she took it for love. Let her keep the money. Let her keep it. Okay, that's what, anyway.
All right.
Or you know what, let's do a compromise.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Of course you shouldn't defraud people, especially as you're raising money for online. It's terrible, right? It's overall terrible. It's overall terrible.
Really quickly, one of the bigger reasons why I think this is not a good thing to do, even though politically we might agree with her, is because look, there are actual people out there. Let's say people who have come out to their families, who have lost financial support for college, and they might have GoFundMe pages, and you don't want people to be skeptical about them.
No, I get it. Okay. So here's my compromise solution. Okay, if people actively ask for the money back, she should give it back to them. If they are happy that they gave the money and don't want the money back and they don't ask for the money back, she should keep it. Isn't that fair? Because apparently they got what they paid for. I think that's a fair compromise.
How did they get what they paid for?
Because they wanted to feel good about a black person supporting them when they don't do anything for black people. And for that moment, they felt great, like, yes, finally a black person on our side who realizes that the problem is the culture of black people. Yes! And for that moment, they felt great. Money well spent. Sad day for you if you're that ignorant. Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.